Well, today in the aluminum chicken tractor world, with the 3 moves yesterday, and we're able on our second move today, you notice they didn't dig any holes. This is more perfect to what we'd like to do. See, the green grass there is pretty well all gone over here, and all of the old dead that you see down in there, it's the thatch, is all kind of broken up and matted down. It's got chicken manure applied, and I just moved them forward. It's 2 o'clock. It was moved at about 9 o'clock this morning by Laura, but I just moved them forward. There's a strip there. See, Natural Gramma and I don't always drive exactly the same. She has a hard time going straight. Of course, I'm turning them a little bit for what's coming tonight. I think we might have some northwest winds. Are kind of cool, so I'm turning them just a little bit to the southeast. You can kind of tell it by the road. But chicken tractoring is the 3 M's that Joel Solomon teaches. You know, first we've mobbed them up, and they're mobile. And we're using our management to decide how often we move them. And being we're around this weekend and got time, we're moving them 3 times a day. Not a one of them objected when I asked them if they wanted to move. In fact, they kind of agreed. Kind of thought it'd be agreeable. Look at that beautiful, I don't know what it's, a white Burma you call them. They got fuzz on their feet. There's an actual name for them. This one here's up on the roost. But they just love being in tractors. People say, well, you know, that's so hard on them to put them all up close together like that. No, it's not. God intended them to be close together for protection. Right around the rooster, he helps watch out. But trust me, there's no defense in them against a white, you know, an eagle with a white head, the bald eagle. They swoop down out of the sky, and we have a lot of them. They swoop down out of the sky, and they'll take that rooster or whatever they put their sights on. They come after the white ones kind of first because they're easier to spot. But if we let these roam, they would just pick them off. You might even know it. They just disappear, and you say, oh, I don't have as many chickens as I used to. First thing you'll notice is your egg production goes down. But anyways, we seldom ever lose one to a predator. You can lose one to a predator if you get it on a hump. They can reach on and grab a leg or something. But especially on the 5x10, it's really hard to not have ground contact. 10x12, it's easier to get it on a hump, on a corner, and have it off the ground. But see how it's right down on the ground? A predator has a hard time digging through that sod. So, and if you keep moving them, Joel Salton theory, movement every day messes with the predator's psychology. He runs around and around and around. I love to see my helper Craig at the shows imitate that raccoon, run around smelling and looking, and then he gets tired and catches a mouse. When he comes back tomorrow to form a new plan, it's in a new place, and his psychology resets, and he starts over again, running around and around trying to get in. So don't ask me how it works. Let me just tell you it does. They're the safest you can have them in these tractors, and you can build a tractor out of anything, boards, tin, PVC, whatever. You get it too light, it blows away. You make it too heavy, and trust me, you won't move it. When Bubba and Buford have to come every night to help your husband move them, or every other night, they stay for dinner, trust me. You'll get tired of that after a few nights. Don't ask me how I know that. Just the story about Bubba and Buford. And so, you know, the other way to solve that problem, if you got something too heavy to move, husbands, solve the problem for your wife. Go get that $35,000 side-by-side you've been wishing for to hunt with, and tell her it's for chicken tractors, so you can move your chicken tractors easily and have eggs. And as high as eggs are today, that might justify out for a year or two, but you really don't need it for the chickens. Moving them by hand is so pleasurable. You can just watch them as you walk along. You feel kind of in sync with them, like you're part of the mob, part of the herd. And they talk to you, and they sound sweet. So, the story of Buford and Bubba from Papa Hank at Natural Grandma, where we are just wishing that you were having this great a day.